Kira, have you ever been surprised?
No.
In your whole life, you've never been surprised?
Okay, I was surprised once.
These are 5 whiskeys that have surprised us. One of these whiskeys was sent to us directly from 3 Chord. We've never actually tried it. We're going to try it right here in this video as a surprise. So whatever the outcome is, it'll be surprising.
That's a surprise.
The first whiskey on this list, Pursuit United Blended Straight Rise, 108 proof. Our very first Pursuit United ever. Had 0 expectations going in.
I didn't know. I was nervous. I know I'm not going to judge the corners of a book.
But mainly the cover.
As soon as I smell it, I'm like, dang it, it's delicious.
It's like a
bright thing, like marshmallows in there, but then you also get some brown sugar up in there. And then there's a little bit of like, I don't even know what happened.
York peppermint patty on the nose in a hard way. It is rye, it is baked goods, it is
it's vanilla.
It's vanilla, it's chocolate.
Ice cream, vanilla, in a waffle cone.
It's creamy. I'll give you a waffle cone too. This nose is absolutely 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's so good.
This perfect amalgamation of like a Sagamore and a Templeton.
Yes.
Combined. And I'm sure that's not what it is, but that's what it tastes like.
I could just drink this bottle for the rest of my life and I'd be fine.
What is your next surprising whiskey that we had no expectations coming in?
King's Family Distillery Bourbon. It's just straight bourbon whiskey. It's 107 proof and there's 750 milliliters in this bottle. So at first when I see anything named King, I go, this is America. We don't have kings here.
So King's Family Distillery, this is a single barrel bourbon, MGP 99% corn bourbon, a 7-year, 107 proof. And if you can find this banger,
dang it,
it is $45.99. This thing is $46 and it's insane. We'll explain more.
I do love corn whiskey. I really do.
High 99%
I don't know why,
corn.
but I love it. And as soon as I smelled that, it was Mexican street corn all day long.
Ooh, elote.
Elote.
That nose. Oh my gosh.
It is so great.
Ooh.
Again, I'm getting fresh cut vegetables with this.
If I heard that and I wasn't experiencing it, I'd be like, ugh, that's not the bourbon that I want. No. This is the bourbon that you want because it's fresh cut vegetables, that elote over the top, but still with these undertones of barrel and brown sugar and everything that you would expect in a very sweet MGP bourbon.
It gets in your mouth and you get instantly excited.
That's what she said?
It is a sweet tart. And then you get this like back hit of, I don't know if it's like sweet corn or if it is an apple.
I need more of this.
Can we find it?
A friggin' banger. And at the price point, can you think of a better $46 whiskey than this?
Oh, no.
Holy crap. Very sweet.
Oh.
A right amount of barrel char on it. MGP, aged in Tennessee. GPA this for me real quick.
I think this is another 3.9.
Holy.
It hits all of the checks.
Moving on. So this is the highlight of this video. Talk about surprising whiskeys. We got 2 samples directly from 3 Chord. Our very first samples of cask strength or barrel strength 3 Chord. These are from Whiskey Weekend, the podcast. They did some blending. They had all the big names there. They had ADHD Whiskey there, Dixon Deadman there, the Bourbon Junkies were there, It's Bourbon Night is there.
I don't know why we weren't there.
I don't know why we weren't there either. Grease will comp us some tickets. We're poor. There is the Team Dixon Deadman blend, which you just got done jizzing your pants over his XO blend. And there is the Team ADHD Whiskey blend, which I believe won this battle over Dixon Deadman. Getting into the Team Dixon blend first.
So it's chocolate covered beans. Maybe a little bit of like fluffy cotton candy, but the cotton candy is the blue flavor.
Before we go in on the Dixon Deadman blend,
okay,
let's nose the ADHD Whiskey blend.
This one's more light. It's like a white grape smell.
Oh, wow, look at you. Let's sip the Dixon blend.
It's like almost a deep mocha coffee without any sweetener to it.
The finish, oh my gosh.
One of those you know those cakes that are like chocolate mousse and they like do the shavings of like chocolate on it?
Yeah.
It's that.
But like that dark chocolate. It is not milk chocolate. It is dark chocolate all day long.
Really good. Oh,
wow.
Man. Woo! Woo!
How did the next blend we're going to sip beat this? I don't know how that's even possible.
I don't either.
Because it is mocha, it is coffee, it is your cake with the shavings. Dude, I am literally hard over that description right now. Switching over to the ADHD blend, so different. It's lighter, like a light candy. The chocolate notes are gone. I don't even know how these were the same raw components because it's no longer chocolate at all.
No.
It is a sweet red hard candy, and it feels more MGP on the palate.
It does feel more MGP. I'm getting blue, so I must be getting raspberry. I think raspberry is blue.
Now that you've gone blue raspberry, I'm thinking of regular old like blue raspberry, like those suckers.
Blow pops?
Yes, blue raspberry blow pop is what I'm getting.
You know, now I don't think that name for that sucker is appropriate.
You definitely shouldn't blow your pop if you're thinking about it. Second sip. Darker flavors.
Oh, okay, let me do it.
Resume in the blend. Almost feels more like a backbone bourbon now.
Yeah.
Very backboney. Which of these two would you pick?
Well, you know I love my ADHD.
I know what's coming because I know what I would pick.
This Walking Dead, whatever. Who is this guy again?
Dixon Walking Deadman.
Yes, Dixon Walking Deadman is. This one's. I don't know. Maybe today is the day that I just love the dark chocolate notes and all of that. But Dixon's,
I try to live my life by a code, and that code is never disagree with Matt Porter on anything.
It's true.
And I don't think this counts as a disagreement. But wow, both these are fantastic. If you're like us and you haven't had a lot of exposure to 3-quart, if you could find some of these barrel strength blends or these barrel strength single barrels, I am thoroughly impressed and surprised, because that's the nature of this video. Whiskeys that surprised us. You watched us get surprised with something we had never tasted before.
Well, I have tasted the 3-quart that I put in my coffee.
You put a 3-quart in your coffee?
Yeah. I was so surprised that the Bourbon Junkies, know who they are? Look at this. There's teal. There's gold. I'm like, okay, sure. I guess I'll try it just because it looks kind of cool. But then again, does it? This is the Essence Bourbon Barrel number 2.
So this is a mash bill, 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% malted barley out of Maryland. What does that tell you?
That's not Michigan.
118 proof, and this thing is friggin' fantastic.
It is so dang good.
But like, what expectations did you have going in? Like, Sean, college educated, Dan dropped out of high school, learned how to read at 32 years old, but never let his illiteracy get in the way.
No, this is seriously those candied cashews, candied almonds that you get at a baseball game. Pepper instantly.
Had I even not read the back of it, that rye pounds through.
It does, but I'm also, and this is gonna sound so strange.
Yep.
I'm getting the extra crispy skin off of a KFC chicken breast or whatever.
This is York peppermint patty. The rye comes through, I think, more than your typical bourbon notes. Definitely hangs on the palate for more than a minute.
For sure. It's like a little hanging painting.
And then you have this light milk chocolate over the top of it.
Yes, and I described all of that.
You said it's salt and pepper chicken skin.
Yeah. Have you ever had chicken from KFC? Have you ever eaten the skin off of it? It's the best part. You know what? I just don't know why you're dismissing my KFC fucking note, okay?
Okay, so one of us thinks it tastes like salted and peppered KFC chicken skin.
Well, with a nut that's got toasted
with some toasted
shit on
nuts. With some nuts that have shit on it.
Baseball nuts. I think it's exactly correct.
Moving on to our final whiskey. 8-year age statement, 114 proof. The Clyde May's nose is on an entirely different level. When you have the high age, high proof point,
That's high proof, but that is a nice.
Funky, musty, and in a really, really good way.
Okay.
So
it's
interesting.
patchouli-y, but not dirty patchouli. So like patchouli.
The dried baked apples, or whatever the Alabama style is, comes through and it changes everything. And it doesn't make it, it's not like an apple brandy finish bourbon. It just changes it in a really drastic way.
And it's not like an apple where you're thinking it's autumn. It's not that crisp, deep apple smell. It's just like a bright green Granny Smith maybe with a little bit of perfume added.
But it gives it a funky must.
It's so earthy. And then you get a bitter chocolate.
Sarsaparilla, molasses.
And then on top of that, I'm getting some marshmallow right now and a little bit of syrup.
Such an interesting...
Oh, damn, that's delicious.
Yes! So surprising, right?
Yeah. I'm loving it.
It's a change of pace. It doesn't taste like anything else that we've had because it's not finished. No. It's Alabama style. That's different.
High test.
It's the Alabama high test.
Yes. Oh, high test.
High test.
Thought it was high tech. Of course they don't have tech down there.
Alabama high tech. Dan had to help with the crops. He started the Bourbon Junkies with a tractor and one of those barrels that had the stick.
Yep. Yeah. But he made cheese instead of butter.
He found a new form of cheese doing this.
I did not realize that Georgia is on the coast. I thought it went South Carolina, Florida.
You want South Carolina to be that big? Have you been to South Carolina?
Have you been to Georgia?
We should make it small.